Plastic straws are one of those everyday items most people use without thinking twice. They appear in drinks at restaurants, cafes, and homes, yet behind their simple appearance is a highly controlled manufacturing process that relies on precision engineering and material science. What seems like a basic tube of plastic actually goes through multiple industrial stages before it ever reaches a cup. Even the smallest variation in the process can affect how the final straw performs. How are plastic straws made? Plastic straws are made through a precise process designed for safety and mass production. Most use polypropylene because it's strong, flexible, and food safe. In this video, we'll break it all down, right here on History of Simple Things. The production of plastic straws begins with selecting the right raw material, most commonly polypropylene plastic pellets. Polypropylene is a thermoplastic polymer known for being lightweight, chemically resistant, and safe for contact with food and beverages, which is essential for drinking straws. These small uniform pellets are usually delivered in bulk to manufacturing plants in large sacks or storage silos. Before production starts, quality checks are done to ensure the pellets meet safety and consistency standards. In some cases, color additives or food-safe pigments are mixed in at this stage to give straws their final appearance. The pellets are also dried if necessary, since excess moisture can affect the melting process later on. This initial stage is important because the quality of the raw material directly influences the strength, flexibility, and clarity of the final straw product that consumers use every day. Once the polypropylene pellets are prepared, they are fed into an industrial machine called an extruder. Inside the extruder, the pellets are heated at controlled high temperatures until they melt into a thick, consistent liquid plastic. A rotating screw mechanism pushes the molten material forward through the machine. At the end of the extruder, the plastic is forced through a circular die which shapes it into a long, continuous, hollow tube. This is one of the most critical steps in straw production because it determines the basic structure of the straw. The pressure, temperature, and speed must be carefully controlled to ensure uniform thickness and diameter. If these settings are inconsistent, the straws could end up too weak or uneven. As the plastic exits the die, it already begins to resemble a straw, but it is still soft and needs further processing before it becomes usable. After extrusion, the newly formed plastic tube passes through a calibration system that ensures it maintains the correct diameter and wall thickness. This is done using vacuum sizing tanks or precision molds that stabilize the shape while the material is still soft. Air pressure is sometimes used inside the tube to keep it hollow and prevent collapse during this stage. The goal is to create straws that are consistent in size so they can function properly with standard drink lids and cups. Even a small variation in thickness can affect how easily a straw bends or how well it holds up under suction. During this stage, continuous monitoring systems measure the tube in real time, making adjustments if necessary. This precision is what allows factories to produce thousands of identical straws every minute while maintaining strict quality standards across the entire production line. Once the plastic tube has been shaped and stabilized, it must be cooled to harden into its final form. This is typically done by passing the tube through water cooling baths or air cooling systems, which help lock in the material's strength and flexibility. Controlled cooling is essential because uneven temperatures can cause the tube to warp, shrink, or become brittle. As the plastic travels through this stage, it gradually transforms from a soft, newly formed tube into a durable product capable of withstanding everyday use. Sensors continuously monitor temperature and dimensions to maintain consistent quality. After cooling, the long tube moves directly into a cutting machine that slices it into individual straw lengths. These machines are carefully synchronized with the production line to ensure every straw is cut accurately and uniformly. Some systems also smooth or trim the ends for comfort and consistency. By the end of this stage, the continuous plastic tube has been transformed into thousands of finished straws ready for their final shaping and inspection. At this stage, some straws are turned into flexible or bendable straws, which include a corrugated section near the top. This is created using specialized molding tools that slightly reshape part of the straw while it is still warm and pliable. After shaping, the straws are cooled again to lock in the bent structure. Quality checks are performed to ensure there are no cracks, blockages, or deformities. Some straws also go through polishing or air-blowing systems to remove any dust or plastic residue from production. If color or branding is required, additional processes like printing or sorting are done here. Once they pass inspection, the straws are gathered, counted, and prepared for packaging. This final stage ensures that every straw leaving the factory meets safety, hygiene, and usability standards before being distributed to restaurants, stores, and consumers around the world. Plastic straws may seem simple, but they are the result of a highly controlled manufacturing process. From polypropylene pellets to finished products, they go through stages of melting, shaping, cooling, cutting, and inspection. Every step is designed to ensure consistency, safety, and efficiency. Understanding how plastic straws are made offers a glimpse into the technology behind the everyday items we often take for granted. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.